Everybody, Star from the Album Podcast. And last but not least, Brian Windhorst. Brian Windhorst gets astray and all this, man. Absolutely hilarious, man. And, Brian Windhorst has built his platform, built his career or his status as the LeBron James guy, the LeBron James insider, the guy who knows all and everything about LeBron James. This is the first time that maybe I've missed in the past. I don't know. But this is the first time I've heard LeBron James publicly mention Brian Windhorst, right? Brian Windhorst has always acted like, look, he's followed him around his entire career, bro. Especially this whole time since high school, Cleveland, Miami, back to Cleveland. Brian Windhorst has been a huge LeBron James supporter on ESPN, and when he does criticize LeBron James, it's never scathing, but it's never like too crazy, it's with soft gloves, you know what I'm saying? But Brian Windhorst has made a lot of money writing, covering, talking about LeBron James, all right, archiving his entire life, basically. And it seemed like all that gets evaporated in a few seconds. And I'm gonna play a clip on the Pat McAfee show what LeBron James had to say. Take a listen.
A lot of shit too. Like I seen Brian Windhorst on one of these shows not too long ago. Like
Wendy.
Yeah, you played over high school.
Wendy, you guys played together in high school.
Yeah,
right? He was on your high school.
This guy who's like, says he's like my fucking best friend. These guys are just weird. But see a lot of.
If shout to Pat McAfee for throwing in a little shot himself time on some. Hey, you played high school ball with him, yo. Right. Brian Windhorst can't catch a break. In this one, he's done. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Brian Windhorst has been one of his biggest supporters on media. And I do feel bad for Brian Windhorst. But LeBron's right. It is weird how these dudes will attach themselves to LeBron James and going in every aspect of his life and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I saw some people making vids alluding to the fact like when LeBron James signed to Nike, he was trying to be like Jordan and some shit like that. And, I think that story came from Brian Windhorst, and they were like saying that like, nah, LeBron James even said like, no, I just signed with Nike because they offered me a boatload of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave me some big cash up front. So look, LeBron James definitely set the record straight on some things in this interview. Again, there's a lot of things to laugh at in this interview, and it's good to hear just where he stands on certain things. But boy, the Brian Windhorst shot, I don't know if it was a shot, honestly. It's just kind of like, I don't know Brian like that. He's saying he knows me and this and that, and speaking on intimate details of my career and stuff like that, and he don't even rock with Brian like that. Call that dude a weirdo. LeBron James went savage mode, man, on ESPN. Crazy, man, crazy. Brian Windhorst gotta be in the corner. He want to talk about Stephen A. Smith eating ice cream. Brian Windhorst gotta be up there eating a bag of cookies, bag of donuts, crying himself to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is tough, man. Tough. If you look, Stephen A. Smith, Brian Windhorst don't got the mouthpiece like Stephen A. Smith does. But you know what I'm saying? So, Brian Windhorst probably gonna take the high road. You know what I'm saying? Brian Windhorst ain't built like that to be, going back and forth and John. He's gonna continue on like he never heard this or nothing happened and just continue moving on. But as for Stephen A. Smith, though, yeah, that's the whole different animal over there he's dealing with. But for Brian Windhorst, man, damn, yo, I was like, he calling that dude a weird. That is insane. I always thought, just from the side, just because how much Brian Windhorst talked about LeBron James, I always thought that like LeBron had a healthy level of respect for Brian Windhorst and would never say something like this, right? And it just shows you that just how media can take over a narrative and make you assume that these people have relationships when actually they don't, and they're quote unquote just a bunch of weirdos following a grown man around, making a bunch of money off his name, talking about him every single day. Crazy though, man. Y'all know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.